From Hillary Clinton's concession speech. It will be the first time we've seen or heard from the candidate since her historic speaking any moment now.
I was stunned. Were you stunned? Bernie Sanders, he said, I have nothing polite to say right now. He has nothing polite to say.
In numbers that astonished even the Trump analytics people, but I think that it was in a way such a turn to go from what they planned, which was a big party, to then a concession speech. I congratulated Donald Trump and offered to work with him on behalf of our country.
Hey guys, good morning to my little sloths. It is actually afternoon, and I am so exhausted. I am so fatigued. I'm like, I have to push through today, and I'll tell you all why. Well, today's a very special day. The President of the United States was just announced, and I was up late. I got up early. I waited for that speech, and she was late. So anyways, I'm making in honor of the presidential election whole to-do, the circus, basically. I thought about why not making good American food. We all like chicken. So I'm gonna make fried chicken nuggets. And I'm also gonna have some ramen noodles, which I have over here, because fried chicken nuggets is not enough. Well, if I had enough of it, it would be enough, but I don't have enough of it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you step by step how I make it. So this is technically a recipe mukbang. So those of you that would like to do this recipe, just follow along, or maybe you're in your kitchen cooking right now. Cook. This is a little dusty, but that's okay. So let me show you. Here we go. This step number 1 is to turn on your skillet to, all the way over there. Okay, 240 degrees Fahrenheit. Step number 2 is to add a little oil. I'm using just regular vegetable oil. You can use whatever oil you like. Coconut oil, peanut oil, mushroom or avocado oil. It's a little sticky, and I have my oil brush. So I'm just gonna, a little more. There we go. I like oil. I'm an oil guy these days. Oh my gosh, my sloths, let me tell you. Kind of move this around like this. See, I don't like using the brush because the brush, it absorbs the oil, and I need the oil and the food so it can come into my body. This is like a little sponge, right? Or not really, maybe I'm overreacting. I like doing this with the oil, kind of, yes, like that. How many of you are oil fans? Comment down below and do hashtag oily sloths. Oh, I just flew it off. It's popping. It's getting nice and ready. So, that's step 1. Easy. And I might add this to my chicken because I don't want to waste the oil. Now, number 2 step is to take your chicken and add it to the skillet. Now, I want to show you my chicken. Oh, it smells really good. Okay, I have to be very careful because it's in liquid. Now, does this look like normal chicken? It looks like roast beef. Like weird roast beef stuff. It's actually seitan, some kind of gluten something. It's a meat substitute. So vegetarians out there, this is for you. Vegetarian right here. And now they do have like a nice little flavor to it, but overnight I had these soaking in cumin and I don't know the word in English. I don't even know the word in Spanish. Marinated, basically soaked it in like juicy, liquidy water so it gets a nice flavor. So the first step, that's our first step. Hi. So here are the breadcrumbs, because you can't have chicken nuggets that aren't in breadcrumbs, right? You need bread. So you take your chicken, whatever chicken, this is my chicken, and you put it into the breadcrumb, right? And then you flip it around so it gets nice and breadcrumby, like that. And these are just, here we eat tostadas, which are like crackers. And we just crumpled up the crackers with our hands, and that made the breadcrumbs. So you can use any kind of breadcrumb you want. Just get it nice. Oops, no. All right. Is this high enough? Okay, maybe I'll turn this up to 300 degrees. How about that? There we go, some little sprinkles. This is chicken nugget. Chicken nugget number 1. And I'm just gonna do the same for all of them. I have lots of pieces in here, as you can see. So, oh, they smell so good. I have had these before. They're very, very tasty. So even without the breadcrumbs and the seasoning, they're nice. They're very nice. So I'm basically just kind of doing this around like this, making it nice and chicken nuggety. Oh, just like this. And in you go. This was actually a lot more than I thought it would be. Look at these big things. Oh, slimy chicken. So at this point of the mukbang, I would love for you guys, I would love for you guys to comment down below and let me know what you're eating with me. And please thumbs up your favorite food. Whoever is eating the best food besides me. So we all know. Yes. Just like this. Rolling around. And there we go. Oh, I should flip. Oh! Okay, so I don't want these to burn. It kind of smells burning already. But it's really just the breadcrumb. Here, I also have this to help me. We're gonna flip somehow. See, this is so oily that it doesn't, oh, look at that. This might need more time. There we go. See, now I can turn it down. So just keep repeating with your chicken slabs. Putting them into the breadcrumbs, keep flipping them around. And let me tell you a little bit about my life. My life these days. So, yeah, it was the election last night. And in my heart and mind, I was like, Hillary Clinton's gonna win. And I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. The reason I was I was a little like uncertain. It was a very close call, as it turned out to be anyways. But the psychic twins, the world-renowned psychic twins here on YouTube, they said Hillary Clinton will be the winner, and they're never wrong about anything. They pride themselves in being the most accurate of all psychic twins, right? I mean, we don't have to say it. They say it themselves. They say we're right more than any other psychic. They say most out there are bad and phonies. Wow. I stayed up all night waiting. I actually went to bed before they were. I went to bed at like 1 a.m., which is so late for me. I'm used to like 8. Seriously, 8 p.m. is my bedtime. Why aren't these making noise? Do I have to add water? Or more oil, let me get some water. I'll be right back. And at this point, I also want you to comment down below. I'm talking about the election right now, and hopefully this is my last time I ever have to talk about the election. I've only talked about once or twice, but I know, excuse me, it makes a lot of people upset hearing about these people, but comment down below and tell me if you're happy or sad with the outcome. And I'll get more into it later. Just right now, just say, I'm happy or I'm sad. I'm happy, I'm sad. And you might not even be an American citizen. That's okay, because I think, you know, the President of the United States does affect other people around the world with trade, with nuclear weapons, with trade, more trade, and peace and prosperity. So I want to know what you guys think. Oh, the water, duh. Now, this is a little risk. Okay. So now these will cook more. You just have to add a little water. I'm sorry, I should have told you that from the beginning. Or that will make it soggy bread. Oh, maybe. Oops. Okay, don't do that part. Don't do that part. Ignore me. Don't do. If you already know how to make chicken nuggets, don't do it this way. But this is the way I'm gonna make it. Oh, see, they're so soggy. There we go. So, let's make room for this one. Okay, so, the psychic twins, as I was saying, I was like, I already know that Hillary Clinton will win, because the psychic twins say so. Well, when I woke up this morning, which was still at 6, because the rooster's outside, and the dogs, and it's a noisy city. I opened up my computer, and Trump victory. Trump trumps over the blue dots. And you know, whatever the wording was, it was like a victory, surprise, defeat. No, not defeat. Yeah. So I was like, wait a minute. So I immediately opened up the Twitter, and I was going to the Psychic Twins page to see what they had to say for themselves. You've got some explaining to do, right? So I go to their Twitter account, and it's gone. I couldn't find it. And so I just typed in Psychic Twins on Twitter, and other people have been tweeting about the Psychic Twins, and everyone's like, oh, they deleted their stuff. Oh, they're hiding because they were wrong. Oh, you know, they're fake, they're phonies. Oh, we're so disappointed. Oh, I'm unsubscribing. Oh, I'm never watching them again. And all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that was, you know, they never claim to be perfect. And they always say, don't they, that nothing is set in stone, it's pencilized, meaning this is the direction that it's supposed to go, but you have the power to change your future. I mean, I guess that's like a, what do you call it? If you write a diet book, but you have to do a disclaimer. Disclaimer, I am not a medical professional. Don't sue me, don't quote me. Yeah, I read a lot of weight loss books that people have no idea what they're talking, or they're sharing their experience, right? But they aren't professionals. They haven't studied nutrition. They aren't certified dietitians or doctors or this and that. And they have to say in their weight loss books, by the way, I'm not a doctor, okay? So you can't sue me. There, a legal little stamp. So I think that's perhaps what they say when they say it's not etched in future. But, oh, I was surprised, you know? I was like, oh, well, they say so, so it must happen, right? All right, so we're gonna add this to the ramen. So save, if you're following along, save this. Save. And, you know, I want these to be a little more crumbly. So, ooh, this is getting, oh, it's a little, oh! I just flicked crumbs. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's very surprising. That's on my mind. And I want to hear what they have to say, you know? I respect these women so much and I'm fascinated by them, you know? So anyways, that's step one on my mind. So I'm just putting more crumbs onto the crumbles because I want it to be really crumbly. Crumb. Nice and crumbly. So that when I flip it, it looks like chicken nuggets. All right. So, you know, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, watching this as the night went on, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. And I was just, you know, people are ready for change. And I think, this is my opinion, the reason why so many people did come out and vote for Donald Trump, despite what he said, despite his rhetoric, despite the mistakes from now or 10 years ago or 20 years ago or whatever, people are sick of the way the country currently is. And they are putting faith into someone that has no experience with politics or very little experience with politics. Someone that is successful money-wise and hopefully could use that mindset or whatever tactics and skills, little secrets he used to get rich and famous and apply it to our country to get us back to, you know, how things were back in the day, right? I don't know. I think that's why it turned out to be that way. So, yes, who's happy, who's sad? Who's happy, who's scared? And I think sometimes, I could be wrong, but some people say a lot to create an effect, but when it comes down to your actions and actually fulfilling or following through with those scary words, it doesn't really happen. I know a lot of people like that they say a lot to get the attention, and hey, it worked. You know, he barely spent that much money on his campaign compared to Hillary Clinton. All he had to do was tweet something funny, and the media was free. The media just followed everywhere where he went. Yeah, you have to give it to the guy that's clever, but will he actually follow through with some of the statements he made, like kicking out all of these people, or deporting all Mexicans, or deporting all Muslims, or building a wall, or taking away gay marriage? You know, as a gay man, I hope. But honestly, it's just a figure. You have to go through Congress and the House and, you know, checks and balances as here in our country to prevent from it becoming a dictatorship. This is a president, not a dictator. So he can say a lot, but doesn't mean it's really going to happen. So at the end of the day, Donald Trump is my new president, right? And I just hope that he does something great. You know, he's in this honorable position. Whether you think he deserves to be there or not, he's there. Or he's about to be, you know. In a few months, he's officially going to step in. Move in. Say bye-bye, Obama. Make room for me. Oh, my tea. So, at the end of the day, let's hope that he uses this to do good. Let's hope that the rhetoric or whatever that made people upset, you know, was simply just that and not actual actions. All right? So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. And my chicken is cooking. I thought about getting the banjo, because, you know, the southern states really came out with this election, right? They're like, excuse me, Maybe some of them burp too from eating their chickens. But this is such American food. Chicken, deep fried chicken nuggets. And these are like big chicken slabs. This is not. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of food. Oh my goodness. So let's just heat this up a little. Let's put this up a little bit more. And keep on flipping. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys. So, in other news, besides the presidential election, those are squeaky. I got a comment here on YouTube, and it was from, I'm sorry, I don't remember who, but she actually sent me a message. You know, you can send messages onto YouTube. Well, I don't check them often, but I did check this because it actually went to spam, because every time you leave a link to something in the comments, it has to be approved by the creator. So if you ever want to leave a link to your video or advertise this or other pages, I have to approve it. Just saying it now. Anyways, it was saying, Nikocado, you are in the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail UK is an online paper based in the UK. Or the Daily Mail is a UK company or business, whatever. But they also have the online version, and it's one of the largest online newspapers in the entire world. It's visited by like hundreds of millions of people, and so they made an article about live eating shows, about mukbangs. And I was in it, and I don't know, it was just like, oh my gosh. You know, they didn't contact me, they didn't interview me, they don't have to, you know, YouTube's free. What I put out there, you're able to take screenshots and quotes, and they did my hot dog mukbang. They basically watched that, and I talked about the Dalai Lama, and I read some inspirational quotes. I'm like, wow, they chose a good one. And I thought it was really cool, and they're basically saying, you know, eating by yourself never has to be lonely any longer, because of there's so many mukbang channels now. Now the competition is so dang high, but I'm lucky to, you know, I'm surprised I didn't pick, you know, because it's not like I'm not that popular, you guys. I'm not like super popular. You know what? Why didn't they pick Kimmy? Kimmy is like the one that started it in English, I think. She's the one that really momented. And then Mommy Tang, a beautiful Mommy Tang came along. You just have these powerhouses, mukbangers. And you know, I just started this last month. Well, I mean, full time. I've done mukbangs for the past year, but you know, back in last January. But this is now I'm on a roll. And so I'm like, why did they pick me? But they, you know, they picked up Mish LA. I'll say a little hello to all are you guys my co-workers, the other mukbangers out there? My competition. Mish LA, hello. I've seen I saw your Black Korean noodle jjajangmyeon one. I also watched your Cheesecake Factory one. But she's brand new, she has like 10 videos in total. So they selected her, and Eat with Chunky, I love Eat with Chunky, hello. Eat with Chunky. You guys can check her out. And I forget the other two. I'm so sorry. There was two more. And they basically said, look, these guys are entertaining people while they eat and making little cooking shows, and you get to watch them eat large amounts of food. So yeah. Okay, so I think these are done. Yeah, these are hot. Don't ever test your food like I'm testing. Has a nice meaty flavor. So the chicken nuggets are done. So let's turn it off quickly, and let's scoot these out the way. So thank you, Daily Mail. If anyone from Daily Mail is watching, I appreciate. We're gonna put them into this pan. You giving me the little time, and I'm glad that you enjoyed my hot dog mukbang. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. Oh, did I leave a scratch? Was that me? Oh, I just put a lot of scratches onto this. Oh shoot. Well, if I already made one, I can do one more. One more little scratch. Oh, there we go. Oh man. Don't they say that this is bad? Cast iron, the something in the black makes it bad. Okay. Now, in addition to the chicken nuggets, I want some ramen noodles. So, there's my pie. Put the ramen noodle on. This is step number 2. Once you get your chicken done, and turn it back on. I only turn it off because I don't know why. It's just a habit. And these are already made with oil and everything. And so you're basically, okay, no more of these. I have my utensils over here. And all you want to do is kind of just, let's add a little water so it cooks, right? Whoa, like this shifted, this moved. Shifted, sorry, did I say a curse word? Shifted. Shifted. And so you just, there we go. Just apply some, these were already cooked. I put them in the microwave, but I have to recook them. Oh, I'm supposed to fry them. Oh, well, it does have oil, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Now it's steaming. Ah, I love the smell of ramen. You know, ramen is great on its own. You don't even need the flavors of it. I mean, obviously they make it better. You add the powder, you add whatever you want to it, but I've eaten ramen noodles just on their own. I enjoy plain pasta, and wow, do they have such good flavor, because they're already made with salt and oil, and so they're naturally flavored. Okay, so let me show you the Daily Mail. I did pull it up onto my phone. Nikocado Avocado, who has over 30,000 subscribers, often includes musical interludes in his videos, stories about his home life, and appearances by his pet birds. In a recent video dedicated to veggie hot dogs, he read the Dalai Lama quotes while his sausages sizzled in front of the camera. That's so funny, reading the Dalai Lama in that same sentence. My sausage is sizzling. Oh my gosh. He then proceeded to eat 6 freshly cooked hot dogs for breakfast, sprinkled in fried potato chips, while he continued to talk to his viewers about his life and his eating habits. Quote, a lot of you guys are like, how many meals do you eat in a day? End quote. Oh, wait, no. The answer is 3. Remember I said that? He said in a recent video. But he went on to admit that he recently ate 900 calories at midnight. So I've made out to be like this big binge eater that just like waits till everyone's asleep. I used to do that. Oh my gosh, when I went through my real binging phases, you guys. I've told you about that, right? And my stuffed pepper mukbang, if you guys are interested about all my little disordered eating that I kind of went through. Well, yes, I used to wait till the whole house was asleep. You know, I would wait till everyone's sleeping so they don't have to see the big party. It's all for me. I used to watch Housewives and drink wine, or watch Judge Judy and dig my head in. Here, this is the picture they used. That's me with my hot dogs. And it says, wisdom, Nikocado, pictured read quotes by the Dalai Lama while his sausage sizzled. Isn't that funny? Okay, so I think this is pretty much heated up now. Oh, yes. Ramen noodles. So I can turn this off. We are done with this, and I'm also going to unplug it just in... just in case an accident were to happen. Which, you know, with me, you never know. Okay, so now we're gonna take our, I kinda wanna eat on this tray. So we're gonna put these back, and I'm not gonna use this to scrape up, Orland's gonna get so mad at me. So we're gonna put our chicken nuggets over here, keep our ramen, put our ramen over here. There we go, let me use this, it's fine. Got it. Okay. Move this up. Let's make this a little more visually pleasing. So we have our meat on this side. Here we go. Let's flip this around. Oh, look at the breadcrumbs. Yes, honey. Right. Make this, put this some over here. And here we are, my little sloths. Fried chicken nuggets and ramen. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. This is so good. Oh my gosh. So this is what it looks like on the inside. It looks just like white chicken flesh. The chicken meat, the chicken flesh, but I love it more. And gotta have some noodles. Nice warm noodles. I love ramen. I'm gonna have just a plain bite. I know that might gross a lot of you guys out, but. Okay. Barbecue sauce. Here we go. Oh, yes. Yes, honey. Oh, yes, barbecue sauce. Oh my God, you have to. Let's add a little more breadcrumbs. Here we go. Oops. A chicken part, a little bit came down. So we're gonna put this over here. Out of the way. Oh yes, yummy. And now I quickly just want to mix this around with the barbecue sauce. I should have cooked it with the barbecue sauce, shouldn't I have? But then again, it's okay. I'm too hungry. I already unplugged it. It's still nice and hot though, so it's kind of cooking with it. But it's not really making sounds anymore. I did wait a few minutes. That's why I pulled out my violin. Just a little. There we go. Oh yes. Yes, this is so rewarding. Yes, oh my gosh. Oh my god. This is so good. Now I'm gonna put a little bit with this, the noodles and the chicken at the same time. Just look at this texture. Doesn't that look amazing? Breadcrumby. So delicious. Surprise. Orlin is here with a surprise. What's this?
You can put one of the things in there.
Oh, thank you. So this is a cheeseburger bun.
Hey guys, I changed my clothes.
Hi. And we're gonna put this chicken. This chicken.
Is it really good?
Oh my god, it tastes... let's add a little barbecue sauce.
Am I being quiet down there?
Yes, you're quiet down there. Yeah, because...
Barbecue burger.
Oh my goodness.
This actually looks like some grilled chicken. Should I make another burger? Yes, another one?
No, that's good. Because I have to get through all this. I will get through all this. This is not that much food for me. 6 chicken patties, 2 packets of ramen noodle and a cheeseburger. No big deal.
Okay.
Thank you for the surprise. I didn't even know you were going to do that.
So should I bring another one or no?
No, it's okay. Oh, now it tastes really American. Perfect. For Donald Trump. Yay! Donald Trump meal. Donald Trump, if you're watching, this is for you. Hillary Clinton. You know, I should have played something sad on my violin for Hillary. You know, okay, let me say something real quick after I take this big bite. Oh! I am so messy. That's so good. If you don't like mess, then this channel's not for you. If you like someone real, you know, I'm not no polished production here. I eat like most people, okay? Eating's not supposed to be this beautiful art. As I, you know. So I watched Hillary's concession. Oh, what does that word even mean, concession? Because when I think of concession, I think of the concession stand at middle school or like summer school or the pool. Go to the concession stand and buy an ice cream sandwich. Go to the concession stand. I can't even say it, concession stand. Excuse me, maybe that even was even. What am I thinking of? Help, help, Americans, Trumpers. Get your trumpets. Tell me the word for this, concession. So, anyways, that's what I think of. I don't know what concession means, but maybe it's just a defeat. No, defeat is when you win. No, victory is a win. A defeat is when you lose, right? It's Hillary's loser speech, right? So that's not a very nice word. So I think that's why they say concession. And it was supposed to come on at 10:30, and I waited and waited because I was ready to do mukbang at 10 or even 9. But I was like, this is a historical moment. I want to see what she has to say. And I waited an hour, and then she finally came. And you know what I think about her speech? Hillary Clinton, she couldn't have said it better. Really. It's painful. It must be painful to work so hard, to spend so much money, to go to bed so late at night, to have the biggest bags under your eyes, trying to fight for what you believe in, all right? Whether you like her or dislike her, she's doing what she thinks is right, or she's doing, obviously, there's a purpose. She's not just giving $1 million away. That would be great, but that's only what Mother Teresa did, right? Very few people out there that are that giving. Well, I guess some celebrities, you know, they're like, I already have enough money. I have a house and a car and a security guard, so let me donate to charity. But anyways, you know, it hurts. It must be really painful. And I think what she said was elegant. Excuse me. She didn't try to tear down Trump. She didn't try to say, oh, this and that. She's just saying, hopefully we can come together. Come together. This was about unity. Do you agree? Leave a comment and tell me what you think of Hillary Clinton's ice cream sandwich concession stand speech was about. How that made you feel. The flavor. Oh. Some barbecue sauce. Oops. Got the crunch of the lettuce. America. This is American. And you know what? I wish the best for America. And that's basically what she was saying. Hopefully, we can come together. And you know what? I'll be honest. You kind of got the gist at the start of this mukbang. I was, scared. Donald Trump becoming president. I said, oh no, he's so aggressive when he speaks. He's going to, he is going to start World War #3. You know, the tensions with North Korea or the tensions with Russia. Or no, he seems to be on okay terms with Putin, right? Aren't they? They're like, you know, Mr. Trump and Putin, they go play tennis on Sunday morning. That's what I gather, the way he talks about him. Oh, I'm very fond of Mr. Putin and how he governs. So, but, you know, with the whole world, you know, I was like, I don't want there to be conflict. I don't want us to do a nuclear thing, because if one person gets nuked, we all suffer. And people don't realize how serious that is. You nuke a country, it creates a nuclear winter. Clouds come to the sky. You know, crops don't grow. You know, it might land here, but everything around here also gets affected. It's not pretty. And then if those don't grow up, then it affects this country because they aren't getting those goods shipped. Or those family members, they can't go see them again. Or, you know, we are all in this together, right? It's one planet. So I was, you know, like a little afraid of this thing. But I'm hoping that, like I said, it was just the talk. And maybe he'll surprise us. He already surprised us by winning, right? And that's just not from me. That's from his own campaign. His own campaign was surprised by the numbers. All right? The Republicans, the Conservative Party, they were surprised by the numbers. He surprised us. So perhaps, maybe, just maybe, he will surprise us again and do something great. Maybe he will bring jobs to the United States and, you know, back off of China. Maybe he will restore some of our debt. You know, it's going to come with a price. Americans like the cheap stuff shipped from China. Going to Walmart and everything's cheap. But that can't last forever. That's not a sustainable way to live. So we have to be able to sustain ourselves, kind of like what Germany does, or places in South America that don't get all the goods from China. There are cars driving around here from the 1950s, all right? And they restore them, take good care of them because it's worth more. I've talked about this before, right? So I'm just hoping that everything turns out okay, all right? That we can all be happy and that everything's okay. I love the sound of this. So I want to be some jokes for you guys. Oh, I hate that you have to use Messenger. I don't like the fact that if you ever want to read, oh my hair, if you ever want to read messages on Facebook, you have to have the Messenger app, which I don't like. I can't even read a message on my Facebook without having it to tell me, please download this app. And I say no. And I say, well, you can't read your messages. So that's why I'm over here on the computer. And I want to read you a message that someone sent to me. Oh, is this not working? Oh my gosh, the mouse is gone. I'm like, where's the mouse? Hold on a second. Close this. Let's take a deep breath right now. All right, open. Oh, thank goodness. Facebook. I'm going to read you some really funny things. For those that are upset, this will just, you have to laugh it off. Let's laugh together, some of these things. The best reactions to Trump winning the election. And this is Twitter tweets. This comes from, well, it doesn't matter who they're from. Just woke my children up and told them that Santa's dead. Don't see why I should be the only one hearing terrible news this morning. That's a little comical, right? Okay. All right, here we go. Donald Trump is a reminder that you should just apply for that job you want, even if you don't have the experience. And you know, that makes you chuckle, but it's saying, hey, sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. Sometimes, if you believe in something and you show up, I don't know. I mean, and look, everyone's gonna be mad because they don't, We were out here praying for Florida to stay safe from Hurricane Matthew. Little did we know, Hurricane Matthew was trying to save us. And you know, that's funny because, you know, Florida was that swing state that went, you know, that voted Trump. Today is the anniversary of the fall of Berlin Wall. Oh, the irony, election night. Oh, is it now? I didn't know that. So there you go, my little sloths. I got some food on this. Okay, let's continue our feast. This is still a little warm. This is still warm. Oh. The dog is saying hello to the sloths. So, oh my gosh, so I forgot to tell you, this happened a few nights ago, and I wish that I recorded it as soon as it happened. But I just remembered it because I wrote it down. You know, everyone has like dream diaries. Well, not everyone. A lot of people out there have dream diaries. So that when you're sleeping and you experience something crazy or magical, it could be, oh my goodness, it could be a story or a book. You wake up, and as soon as you wake up and it's still fresh in your mind, you write it down. And that's the dream diary. Well, I grabbed my phone and I wrote this and I forgot to tell you guys. So, this is my dream. And it involves someone that I honestly recently found. I didn't even know, you know, I don't know everyone on YouTube. Well, there's a YouTuber out there named Jessie Smiles. I recently found her a year ago. I had no idea who she was, but she's been on YouTube. She's been in the social media presence for a while now. And she left a comment on a video of mine that said, excuse me, she didn't do that. Though, she's the type of girl that would burp and not be embarrassed about that. She's like, hey, if you can't accept the bad parts of my personality, you don't deserve to get the good. You know, so anyways, not that burping's bad, but you know, some people. Anyway, so she left a comment on one of my mukbangs, and she was like, something about, oh, this is very funny. It's funnier than usual or something, implying that she watches more than one. And I didn't even think she was a subscriber of mine. I don't really check the subscribers often, but then I did. And I'm like, oh, wait, she's watching my videos? Wow. And my sloths, you guys, you saw her comment. And you comment down below, and you're under her comment, you're like, oh my gosh, Jessie is a sloth. Who knew? I'm like, oh wait, so people know her. Who is this? So I clicked on, this is before I knew, right? Who's she? So then I watched a bunch of her videos, and then I commented on one of hers, and she commented back. And I said something like, oh, you're very entertaining. It's very fun listening to you. Because she was doing a story time about how she was going to get glasses, and the sales lady was going all cuckoo on her. And you have to watch the story time. All right? I thought it was, I'll put a link to her video in the description box. And if you want a good story time, check it out and give her support. And tell her that I sent you over. Be like, I'm a sloth from Nikocado. Anyways, so this is what in my head, right? So she came and commented to me. I went and left a comment to her. And we're going back and forth. Well, then you go to sleep. And this kind of, I think I left the comment right around bed. Maybe I wasn't around bedtime. But whatever reason, it was on my mind before going to sleep. And sometimes what you think about before going to sleep is kind of what influences your dreams. Or it'll be like, an altercation, a twisted version of what's real. So I had this dream and I had to write it down. It was so crazy. So I was on a college campus and I was doing an orchestra performance in one of the buildings or whatever. And so my parents came to see me, which is, you know, they didn't do that often to begin with. So they came and they sat in the front row, and my dad and my mom and my sisters and, they were all there. And so I'm pulling up in and I sit down in my chair, and my stand partner left of me is Jessie. And Jessie and I are playing violin together. And and so I remember before all this even happened in my dream, I called her up. I was like, Jessie, we have to meet up and we have to get together and just chit chat. Let's get breakfast together or something. Get some kind of food. So I call her. She's like, oh, I can't make it. We'll have to postpone our chow down date. You know? So that's the beginning. Then I go to the orga and I sit down and she's next to me. But it's not the same Jessie I called, right? And then, so I play my, and I remember it was so vivid playing my violin, and she was next to me all rocking out. You know, some violinists are very animated when they play. Could be good or bad. They don't like it if you're in an orchestra, because then you stick out and then you look like you're trying to hog the spotlight. But soloists, some of them look like they're doing, like Josh Bell, violinist, he looks like he's skating when he plays. Literally. And that can be distracting, and then you're using that energy and all these extra muscle movements that don't help your sound. And so that's a critique you get sometimes, saying, hey, take a chill pill. But sometimes the ones that are robotic, then you need a balance, I think. But anyway, she was next to me. She had a good balance, right? She was very good. And so the thing ended, and I said goodbye to my stand partner, Jessie. Said goodbye to my parents. Hello, mom and dad. And then I went off to go meet her, to go eat. So maybe this was lunch or dinner. And there she was. That looked so maybe it was her twin. Jessie, do you have a twin? Oh my God, if Jessie actually has a twin, I don't know. Like I said, I just found out that would be very strange. So Jessie, you were in my dream, if you're watching this, and we played violin together. Just so you know, I'm dreaming about you now. Oh, this chicken. Oh, the flavors are so good. So that was really cool. I like dreams like that. Some dreams are better than others, of course. Some dreams are scary. But that's really all I have to say about the dreams. I'm gonna eat all this. And with the oil, yes. Whatever happened to Jessica Simpson? She just popped into my head too. Sorry, Jessie, out the way. Scoot over for Jessica Simpson. What happened? You know, some artists really come and go. There was this artist that I loved when I was a child. Okay, those of you that were born in the 90s and you watched Disney Channel like I did, you're gonna remember this girl. She was all Disney Channel. I don't know. I don't watch Disney Channel anymore. And always had music videos. Like the commercials would be a music video of like a little child Disney star. Her name was Huku. Huku. I think she lived in Hawaii. She always had like a little flower in her hair, long hair, and she played the guitar. And you're gonna know this. Here we go. How do I feel? Ever since I walked away from you, I miss you for real. Every day of my life. How do I feel now that it's over? The thing that I miss the most is missing you. Right? Huki. Something like that. How do I feel? She came and went real quick. Now, Jessica Simpson, I'm sure she stayed a little longer than the Hooky Duke. But, you know, this is the example I'm using. They come and they go so quickly. And maybe they make, a couple $1,000 or 10 grand, and that's enough They're like, all right, I made my money, bye. I don't know. I'm almost done. Well, I have to take big bite, more chicken. Chicken. This chicken is so good. It's so good. The neighbors are up. Why do they have to speak so loud? You know, they're people. You have neighbors. Hello. Remember that scene from 101 Dalmatians? The animated one, the Disney one. On the Disney topic. Well, the maid, the one with the French maid. What was her name? I forget her name. She was like this. She looked like a teacup. Remember Beauty and the Beast? That she was also a teacup. Turned into a human. She had the maid cap. Looks like the cap that you strain coffee with. The coffee cap. Well, the coffee filter hat. Well, Roger was upstairs playing the piano with the dogs, and she took the broom and started banging the ceiling. Well, that's sometimes what I want to do. How many of you have neighbors like that? Or some of you watching might live in the United States or Germany or Canada, Alaska, where there's miles to your left and to your right. Pros and cons to everything. City life is very good, but country life is very good. City life has bad parts, and so does country life. Okay. Oh, this. Look at this chicken. Oh my goodness. The dog wants some of this. So you guys, it's a beautiful day today. The sun is finally out. I thought it was going to rain, like always. I hope it's really nice where you are. And if it's not, watch Hillary Clinton's Confederate speech. Concession speech. This crap. Concession. Watch her concession speech. And it was nice. And she really delivered the message of not giving up. She said something that I really like. That applies to all of us. It applies to you. Listen right here. You're watching this. It applies to me in life. She said this specifically to her young, I don't want to say fans, supporters. Her young supporters. She said, listen up. I have had lots of wins in my life, but I've also had lots of setbacks. And some of them are very painful. And she said, all of you that are the young people watching this, you too will have many wins and victories in your life, but you will as well have drawbacks, setbacks, painful mistakes that you cannot erase. But the number one most important thing to do when you're like caught up in your losses and your drawbacks, your setbacks, is to never give up and to keep doing what's right, because that is worth it in the end. All right, that's what should keep you going. And I thought that was so beautiful. And that was, whether you dislike her or not, that's wisdom right there, and it applies to everyone no matter what you're doing. So so noisy. So remember that. If you're having a bad day today, if you messed up on your test, if you're having relationship problems, marital problems, problems with your children, problems at work, questioning what the heck you're doing with your life, don't give up, because those setbacks are temporary. And with setbacks, we're going to have lots of wins. big wins, small wins, they are relative to your life, you know? Like for me, waiting to see the results, watching everyone pumped up the winner. A little sloth told me that I was in the Daily Mail. Wow, that's a plus 5 avocados for my tally. All right? Wow, that's what stuff like that I have to look forward to. So, this is like chicken parmesan without the parmesan. Like this is really, you can't fake this reaction. It's just too good. Someone said, do you ever eat food that you don't like? Yes. I have plenty of mukbangs where I'm tasting, I'm like, oh, this could be better, or this needs more of this. I used to do lots of vlogs in the past where I would like eat stuff and I'd be like, yeah, this isn't right, especially fruit. Fruit is so inconsistent. You take a bite of one, take a bite of the other, and one's sweeter than the other. Half the fruit nowadays just, no. I'm not gonna fake that. Oh my God, it's gone already. No. This was very quick. Let's you know what? Let's put this inside my sandwich. We'll have a little chicken noodle sandwich. Here we go. The chicken patty. Ooh, how many of you would like to see a chicken patty? Well, you're seeing one right now. No, don't fall off, please. And with noodles. Ooh, look at that. Imagine if they served this at McDonald's, like little noodles hanging out. How would you feel? How do I feel ever since he went into my mouth? I feel good. I know that I won. I feel good. It's a joyous day today. I feel good. No. Hey, we're coming to an end. Scoop all of this up into the spoon because this is like a. I know you guys don't like when I eat from the spoon. Oh, that's my brush. Ooh. Ooh, look at all that oil I just. Oil, yes. I love. Here comes the sun, little darling. Well, oh, let me actually finish this burger, which is down here. Wow, I make such a mess. This chicken is to die for. Oh. Wow, so good. Wow, I'm gonna do this. Sometimes you get that food high. There's sugar high. There's exercise high, and then there's food coma high. I'm just opening the gates to my food coma, my mansion. Oh, I want to say, sometimes when it's hard for me to fall asleep, usually not that hard, but your mind is working at nighttime. Obviously, I would hope you can't. It's actually impossible not to think. Try to think of not thinking right now. You can't not think of something. But anyways, so I'm laying in bed, and what helps me fall asleep? I mentioned mansion and gates. I don't want to live in a mansion, but I love designing my own house. I said this before. And you know like the old school Sims, that everyone used to play in not the 80s, the 90s. The old school Sims on the PC by Max Axis. No, EA, something, well, all the themes, the music for doing the building, listening to that, and I just designed my own house. Oh, it puts me to sleep. Imagining if I could design my own house, what that would look like. Oh my gosh, I'm on my last bite. Okay, second to last. See, I'm still hungry. That's why I'm getting every little bit. Oh, you know what? That was gross. Let's scoop it. You know, my mom hates when my dad does this. She's like, your roll, you know, when you have dinner, you have the roll on the side or the slice of bread. Your roll is not a sponge. You know, my cousin used to say that to him. Yeah, that's what she used to say. She'd be like, Uncle, your roll is not a shovel. And he used to do this, like shovel it in and soak up the juices in the plate like a sponge. Yeah. We were all critical of everyone. The whole family's critical. It wasn't just, it was me, it was them, it was everyone. Except my poor dad. My dad and my aunt. Got the beating. Well, you know what, Dad? I'm using it as a shovel and a sponge right now. And I totally understand why you used to do that. So, I'm done. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling nice and full. And I really hope that you try this recipe. And like I said, it was with Satan, not the devil that lives down below. But it's, I don't even know how to say it properly. Satan. It's one of the, just Google Satan food, and it'll come up. And I think it's like a wheat, but it tastes just like chicken. And like I said, marinated in that stuff, the cumin. Well, thank you so much for eating with me. If you're new, I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll have Mr. Noodle here, and Orlin as well. I think he'll join me tomorrow. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up so that I know, and leave a comment of your thoughts on the whole political business to do. And be grateful that we made it through alive to America, the world. We made it through alive, and it's over. And now we can take a deep breath and hope for the best. Hope that something positive comes from this, all right? Regardless of your political beliefs, not everything is 100% bad. There's always good in the bad, all right? The evil characters from Disney, they have stories too. They have lives and they have feelings too. So I'm hoping for the good to come out. And until then, we just watch and wait. And like I said, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, my little sloths. Have a very good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.